Yeah, I don't think Nigeria is able to lead Africa forward. I I've come to that sad realization. I'm Nigerian, and while Nigerians are good at many things, very creative, and we're just generally cool people, right? But you see this leadership thing? No. This year, Patrice Lumumba and um, Julius Malema came to visit, and the gist of their visit was the same. Nigeria, Africa is waiting for you. But you see, if Africa keeps on waiting for Nigeria, we will not move forward. It is time for us to look for leaders that actually exemplify the qualities and values of leadership that will lead us to freedom. Nigerians have a major problem with power. We don't know how to deal with it. We don't know how to be kind. Just kindness is so difficult for us. We're so used to taking advantage of ourselves. So brotherly kindness is just absent here. Wickedness, cruelty is how people get by. How I can one-up you, how I can deceive you so that I can get ahead is how we function here. And people that do that are rewarded. So here, bad is good and good is bad. George Orwell, 1984. So I'll give you a couple instances. There was a little boy that was begging. Begging is very common here. Children begging. It's atrocious to watch, but it happens. He was begging for money, and I felt so bad. Usually I don't like to give beggars money, but he looked so sad, so I gave him some money. I looked back, and he did this. He was making fun of me because apparently once the car drove away, he started to laugh. Basically that he had fooled me into giving him money, and he ran to the group or the family or the group of beggars. He was so proud of himself that he had cheated me. This boy was not more than maybe 6 years old. I was so angry. I thought about going back. I was just like, what am I going to do? But he has learned that if I can deceive you, I'll win. And he was rewarded for it. And it has permeated to every single person here. It is how government treats its citizens, how employers treat employees, how landlords treat tenants, how privileged families treat other members of their families that are not as privileged. It is everywhere. It is how employees are treated at work, the long hours, the notion that I've hired you so I can use you for anything. There's no limit to what I can tell you to do because I have power over you. It's just so bad. And I'll give you another example. There was this lady that we used to work together, and she used to go on bus to work. She used to go enter down for public transport. And then she got a car, and the baby girl got a driver. Things were looking up for her. But you know what she said when we were all talking about, we were just talking. An event had just finished and we were all sat down talking. And she said that when her driver does things she doesn't like, she rolls a newspaper and she hits his head with it. Do you see what I'm saying about power? This is someone that used to go bus, that knows what it feels like to not have. Now she has, and look at what she's doing with that power. I don't know. There are several instances of it. I think everybody has instances of this. Just think about how landlords treat their tenants here. It's just pure cruelty. We don't care. Then look at we won't talk about the government. Look at the state of public institutions. Let's look at schools. Start from primary school, secondary school, university. Look at the state of these institutions. Is this the kind of leadership Africa wants for real? Africa really needs to ask herself, is this what you want? Because guess what? This is what you will get. There are good things that are happening here, but there needs to be a real honest look at the person that you're asking to be your leader. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? A country that treats its children like nonsense? Is that what you're looking for? There was a massacre in Lekki. Till date, people still deny it, that it didn't happen. Look at what we did in Biafra. They pretended like it didn't happen, like it didn't really exist. We have not come to a consensus as to the fact that this thing actually happened. Let's mourn as a country. This was a painful event in our history. We just swept it away. Look at what's going on in the north. We're all just going around as if nothing is happening. People are just dying anyhow. We're more concerned about what's going on in Palestine than we are about our own country. We open CNN and be watching CNN. What's your business with CNN? I feel for other people in other countries, and my heart breaks for that. But how have we gotten to a point where we export our own sympathy when at your doorstep is disaster? Do we really think that what's going on up there will not float downstairs? I don't know. And it's just like, it's everything. It's just everything. It's how we're treating Dangote like he's the enemy. What do you mean by monopoly? What is Amazon? Are you complaining about that? Is Amazon not a monopoly? Like, what are people even saying? The guy is giving you, okay, so what if he's a monopoly? He's promising you savings. Your pocket will be light, it will be fatter, and you're still fighting. On the day that the plant was inaugurated was the day that Hilda Bassi was attempting her first Guinness World Record. And nobody was really focusing on the inauguration. We're focusing on Hilda Bassi. Please, I don't have anything against Hilda Bassi. Girl is doing what she's got to do, living her own life. It's just how, it just shows you where our mind is at. Like, we're not even thinking about our future. This man is promising independence. He's promising us freedom. Yet, we are looking at somebody that is, what did she even, I don't even remember what she did the first time. Please, once again, I'm not knocking her. Please, Miss Bassi, I beg, no verso. I'm not even saying, I'm just, like, I don't know. But anyway, I don't think Nigeria is poised. I think that we should find other leaders. Look at the Sahel states. Look at what they've achieved. They've kicked out their oppressors. Nigeria is still dancing with France. We're still playing tente with France. Tinko, Abby. I don't get that. I don't understand it. These are known oppressors. These are known, I don't even know what word to call them. I don't know. I think we should look at other countries. Botswana is a good one. Look at leaders that actually care. When you hear their president speak, he speaks as though he loves his country. He just wants people to be happy. That's what we need. Those are the leaders that we need. Let's stop looking at people's potential. Don't look at their potential. Look at who they are. What are they now? What Nigeria is now cannot move us forward. Maybe in the future, maybe when she deals with her trauma. Because what we need is a permanent reset here. I don't know how that's going to happen. We need to go back to factory settings. We are not able to lead. We cannot lead anybody right now. let's look at other countries. I beg.